that's my second tree that I've colored in the second project from disc 5 of this Watercolour Secrets. And James is having some more beet bowl borscht and pita pockets, strawberries for dessert, and I made tabbouleh, but I made it with pearl couscous, which is very different. I'll talk about that.
Different from
other couscous.
Okay.
Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning got top of the stack, EO second, Don't Read This on a Plane got third, and Mags and Julie Go on a Road Trip bottom of the stack. So James's meal today is very, very healthy.
very, very fancy too.
Very fancy. So my tree worked out a lot better this time than the last time. And
That's the deciduous tree, huh? Or the summer tree?
yeah.
Yeah, the other one was kind of like a fall tree or something like that. What was it?
Well, winter.
Winter.
But I mean here for fall, right? Because
Yeah.
here winter, I mean the ground would be all covered in snow, but there
Yep.
they have moss, I guess.
Yeah. So where's this guy from? Do you know roughly?
I think
Presumably,
Australia, I don't know.
Australia. Yeah. They've got the coldest thing. It's kind of like a Mediterranean
I
climate.
can't tell. It doesn't say on here. Anyway, now one thing that I'll mention about this is he's using, so far for these first two trees, it changed a little bit. I watched ahead and didn't do the stuff just because I'm like, he goes way faster than me. I'm going to be prepared. So I thought I'd watch ahead. So we'll see how the next ones go because they're getting more complicated, right? Anyway, so he uses a round brush in this one, and for
What was he using before?
No.
A square brush?
no,
What was he
a
using?
round. And so
Before he was okay.
anyway, he's using a round brush for this tree and the last tree that I did. And I don't know what, he doesn't always use the round brush. I was looking ahead to see if he does, and he does change it up. But I've never used a round brush. Well, I tried to, realized I didn't like it, and switched to the filbert. But I'm starting to get the hang of it a bit, and I think I'll go back to filbert for the most part, but it's good to get used to using other things, and maybe I'll find that, oh, I like this for this thing, and better than I like a filbert, or whatever, right? So we'll see how it goes. So I'm using the same kind of brushes as he is, but I'm not using the same colors because I'm using dollar store watercolor paint to do my thing. And so I'm mixing it, and it doesn't come out quite as nice as I would like sometimes, but you know what? I'm pretty happy with that tree. It's not the greatest tree in the world, and I'm sure I'll do a better job the next time I do it, but you know what? It's a pretty good tree. So
It's recognized.
yeah.
It's important.
So things are moving along pretty well for me. I'm trying to do, well, we'll see. I'm trying to do 100 drawings this winter, over the winter months, because, and I want them to mostly be not winterscape stuff, because doing winterscape in the winter months, I don't know if that really
You want to escape
brings it.
from
Yeah,
the
exactly. So, but we'll see. So I hope to learn a lot more about doing art this winter, because I'm trying. And so far, yeah, he's very good. I mean, his tree, it looks way better than my tree, of course, but we'll see how it goes. So, anyway, Mission Impossible. Now, as much as this one said Academy Award nominee and da-da-da-da-da, and oh my gosh, do I ever love donkeys. James knows, I want a donkey. I want a farm, almost like I want a donkey so much that it makes me want a farm, even if I didn't want a farm already. I love donkeys. Good people. So, anyway, this was just so good. I love the Mission Impossible movies. I mean, Tom Cruise is just made for this. It's so awesome watching him in these movies. This one is a bit of a, like, this one's 163 minutes long, it says on the back here. But it's really, it's part one of it, which is amazing, right? They've made a movie even, it's going to be continued on with this story. It's not wrapped up. But so much excitement. Love it. I love all the action. I love it. I love everything about it. So it has to get top of the stack, even though I love donkeys. So this one, it says in Polish, Italian, English, and French with English subtitles. So you will have to read subtitles if you want to watch this movie. Now, why this didn't get top of the stack is, as much as I love the fact that they're trying to, the people who are making the movie were making it for the love of animals and nature. I just didn't feel like they had enough story from start to, I mean, they're following this donkey. He's like it's like the incredible journey of this donkey that's, instead of a happy ending where the animals find them, I guess I shouldn't give it away, but he has a horrible journey. His journey is, sometimes he has some good things that are happening to him, but he ends up, he continues to go wandering in search, and he has a lot of bad things that happen to him. So anyway, life of a donkey, pretty tough. Unless you end up as a donkey on my farm one day. Yeah.
Pretty cute.
Yeah.
It's a bit like a camel.
Yeah, and so I couldn't sleep because I was thinking, hey ho, away we go, donkey riding, hey ho, away we go, riding on our donkeys. So watching a donkey was making me, oh yeah, I'm gonna go riding on my donkey on the farm one day. I don't know, I'm just silly. And so it kept me awake, thinking about donkeys. I don't know. Lately, I'm not having a great time getting the sleep at night. I don't know why. So I woke up, I don't know, that tree had probably materialized at about 2 in the morning. Anyway, don't read this on a plane. This one you're going to need to read subtitles to watch it also, in parts. It says English, but there are parts that are not in English, as I remember it. But then I'm half asleep lately, so maybe I'm putting things together. Anyway, this movie is about a novelist she writes pretty pornographic stuff about her, her main character, I guess I should say, has slept with 100 women and writes about it. So, and so she's on a book tour, even though her publisher went bankrupt, but the plane tickets were already paid for. They couldn't get, so she doesn't have any kind of food or travel expenses paid for aside from, so she has to try to find ways to get money to get a cab around or whatever, or stay somewhere. She doesn't have hotels anymore, so she found in a hostel, some people told her about this great app that she can have on her phone where people will let you sleep on their couch, or if they have a spare room, sometimes you get a bed or whatever. But so that's pretty cool. I don't know if that's for real, but and I don't know how many problems there might be with that. But
well, it's kind of like Uber, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. But this one, it's free.
Hmm.
People just let you stay there. Apparently, I don't know. Anyway, the movie is actually well done. It's just the subject matter didn't really appeal to me that much, but it's nice to see scenery while she's going around places. Max and Julie go on a road trip. This was really film school project, like, and the acting was so bad. It was dreadful. The
Bunch of young pups just out of film
no,
school.
they don't look that young.
Oh my
but
God.
yeah,
Okay.
they're just not. They. I guess, what do you do with all these actors that aren't good actors? You know, the aggressive propagandist type that, look at me, I want to be seen on. You know, what do you do with them now that there's no daytime soaps?
Well,
What are you going to do with them?
yeah, if they've got looks, they end up being like Roger Moore playing James Bond. But he did very well. But if they don't have the looks, what do you do?
I don't know. Anyway, I guess they still have daytime soaps in South America, I heard. So maybe they could just learn some Spanish. Maybe it could work out for them. So,
Yeah, I used to watch when I belonged to a club that had a cable. Spanish channel.
oh, watching the soaps.
A little bit, trying to pick up the language. Isn't the way to do it. But anyway, there was one, Quinceanera, which I think means something like 15 years old. So it was different. It was like a 15-year-old.
Oh.
I didn't.
Anyway, so yeah, this movie, it's really bad. There's especially the boss. He's just over the top aggressive propagandist. He's supposed to be playing like an aggressive ruler type, and he just totally misses the mark. He doesn't know how to do it. It's dreadful watching him every time he's on. And honestly, the story is about a woman and her horrible boss and her horrible best friend. And she gets rid of the boss, but she doesn't get rid of the best friend. I don't know. I guess we're supposed to like her best friend or something, but no, she is not a good best friend. She's terrible. So, anything you want to talk about?
Not really. I'm enjoying this too much.
Okay. Do you want to try the tabbouleh, and let me know? Just grab a forkful and let people know how you like it. I really like that pearl couscous. Like a lot of the time,
I'm going to just put some stuff in here. Okay?
you can do whatever you want. So
Now
now it's a beefball tabbouleh.
The salad is separate, right?
Well, you can eat it with, but it's no.
I'll just stuff
you don't
this with the
really,
tabbouleh.
tabbouleh is just a parsley salad.
There we go.
So you put parsley, mint, tomatoes,
It smells
cucumber,
Okay.
and usually that you put couscous in it, or well, it's supposed to have bulgur wheat, right? So, and you can put you put olive oil and green onion and either lemon juice or lime juice. And this time I used lime juice because I've never tried it with lime juice. I've always went with lemon because I love lemon. But I had lime around and I thought I'd try it, and it's good. It's good with lime. So, yeah, either one's great. Now, what was I going to say about? Oh, and parsley. Lots and lots and lots of parsley.
Yeah, it tastes nice and fresh.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea, right?
It's the
Did you have
best
some?
salad. And really, I was going to say it's a good garden salad. And this is the ultimate garden salad because there's like James grows parsley in his garden, and I grow mint in mine. So
Actually, the parsley kind of grows itself.
Exactly,
Okay.
and so does the mint, right? So if you're a gardener and you plant some mint and you plant some parsley, and the parsley's a biennial, so you're going to have to make sure you don't harvest all your parsley because you want it to keep, you want it to have enough to have a good root system to come back in the spring and then put out seeds. So you don't want to harvest everything. You want to seed, or you're not going to have parsley. But if
It's
you let it
amazing
seed,
the resilient.
it's like it's perennial. It'll just cover you can cover a whole patch with parsley. It's terrific. And same thing with the mint. Same thing, you could use instead of green onions, you can use chives.
Could you use oregano?
What? No.
No, okay, just
No.
asking.
Oh, because James has a lot of oregano. See, because I put in oregano at his house. He has a huge patch of oregano.
It thrives on neglect. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's good. I didn't even expect it to do well there because it's not even that sunny.
No.
No, it's kind of,
Shady?
mostly shade actually, but loves it. So.
It might be that it's out of the wind. Yeah, it's really protected from the Chinooks.
Well, that's true.
I don't know if that would make much difference.
I don't know either.
It's the one thing it does
But
have.
yeah, I didn't expect it because I got a hardier kind of oregano for my yard, which it doesn't taste as good as the regular culinary oregano, but
it's a good,
it's
nice
hardier,
brown color.
and it does well here. And so when I planted the culinary oregano at James's, I didn't expect it to come back, honestly, and it's doing really well. So anyway,
It's been years and years.
if you grow your own tomatoes and cucumbers, and a lot of people do, there you go, you got your salad. You just have to buy lime juice or lemon juice, or lime or lemon, and put it in, and you're set. So yeah, it's a great garden salad if you're a gardener. And if you're not a gardener, well, you're going to pay quite a bit for parsley and for
It's amazing because they grow like weeds and they charge a fortune.
Exactly. Yeah, you're going to pay huge for them when they're so easy to grow and abundant. But anyway, now normally I put quinoa in instead of bulgur or couscous. A lot of people will do that, but I had this pearl couscous given to me, and I'm very thankful for it because it is lovely, don't you think? Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice
it's almost like rice, but maybe
it kind of reminds me of tapioca a bit or something. Maybe
a lot better than tapioca.
But it's better
I can't stand
I don't know.
tapioca.
It's great. It's really great, and so it doesn't look quite as green and as regular tabbouleh this time, but I didn't put nearly as much parsley in as I would like to, because I wanted to see what James would think. If it was too strong, then I didn't want to make it too strong.
I prefer not too strong.
So you like it just like this?
Wow, it's very good. And understand, I just finished stocking away 2 pita pockets.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much.
Beet borscht.
Borscht.
Yeah.
But
borscht.
it wasn't as though I came to it just totally ravenously hungry.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That was
great
a non-qualified success.
And I was going to mention actually that I was talking about a book written by somebody. I can't remember the name of it. I don't know. Maybe it was Hormone Reset or something like that. I can't remember. But it was about hormones recently. So if you look back and
you took extensive notes on them.
Yeah, well, I do on the books. I like to give authors a fair shake, and I'm trying to learn things. Why would I be reading it if I didn't want to learn it? So anyway, she mentioned her smoothie with cilantro and parsley in it and stuff, and it's like no, nobody would want to drink that smoothie.
Oh, what was that with cilantro?
So it has the smoothies. You have all the fiber. You have the plant fiber in as well as the juice. You just whir it up in a blender, sort of thing, right?
Was it cilantro and something else?
And parsley, and there was a bunch of things that I read it to you.
Oh man, yeah.
If you're going to eat the fiber anyway, why not eat it in a fun way, like that? If you I wouldn't recommend doing it with the pearl couscous then, as much as this was delicious. But if you use quinoa instead, as I normally do, well, that's a power meal there. And James's pita pocket I mean, she wouldn't agree with the pita because, I mean,
It's a
any
bread
kind
product.
of, yeah, the wheat products,
You want to be
they're in,
careful.
yeah, they cause inflammation and all that. And honestly, I'm worried about mystery powders, buying mystery powders. I don't know what's in them really. Anyway, but what was in his pita pocket was very healthy. There was a bunch of kale and cilantro and some beans and corn. She wouldn't agree with the corn, but
Yeah, there wasn't much corn in
no.
there, but just enough to make it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It too was fresh in its own way, different kind of fresh. It was very good.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of lots of cilantro, but you
Yeah.
add it to things, and it's kind of like a
And well, the beef
little
roast, of
exclamation
course. That's. I think anybody who's into healthy foods would agree that's a healthy meal, especially how I made it. Like I didn't put any sour cream in it. I used cashews. So
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of cream anyway. I'm a big fan of cashews.
So I don't know. I guess that's all I had to talk about. I was just wanting to say that why put these things in a smoothie if you can make a delicious meal out of them that's healthy and delicious, you know?
Some things you want in a smoothie.
No,
Like
I'm saying
you put-
juice.
Yeah. Or
You
yeah,
make the
I see what
mistake.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
made
don't.
the mistake.
I'll put parsley. Like I didn't use the stems for that, so I'll put the parsley stems in a juice for James. But
No.
I'm not gonna put it in a smoothie for James.
Okay. Anyway, I can't imagine eating dandelions. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
well, we've
You want them
tried.
in a sort of a
It's
juice or
not
something
good.
like that. So you can slam it down.
Yeah.
Now you put so many dandelions in, it involves a lot of work to get about this
Yeah.
much, right?
It's so much work. Like harvesting the dandelions is okay. You got to wait until you have like, say it's rained recently and the ground is moist, but it's not muddy. You don't want it muddy. And then you harvest your dandelions, you'll get all the roots. And if you don't wait until that, if you don't try to dig them at that perfect time, it's just a waste of time doing it any other time.
Largely
just
a
end
waste
up-
of time. All you can do is
You'll just mostly get
pull
the
them
tops.
again,
You
get
might
the
get a
tops,
little bit of root.
they'll come back.
Yeah.
So what you can do is you can prevent them from going to seed.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's enough work, but then washing them is an incredible job. They're
Even then,
very,
I
very
got to
dirty
admit,
things.
in the juice, you get a little bit of grit in there.
Well,
But probably a good dietary source of silicone.
I do my best to get it all out of there.
Yeah, you
It's
do.
just-
It's not a criticism.
I wash it several times. It's just they're so dirty in the spring.
They're down low,
Yeah.
and rain is splashing stuff up on them.
Yeah, you got to make sure you take a Rubbermaid tub and you soak them in there, and then you scoop them out of the tub and put them in another tub without stirring. You don't want to stir the water because the whatever dirt and sand and whatever is sank to the bottom. And then you put them in another tub and you give them a little shake in the water and you let that settle. And you, the more rinses you can do like that, the better before you wash them, because otherwise it's already a lot of work. At least if you just let
It's amazing. It seems to take hours and hours.
Oh yeah, it does.
And
and then
it's-
juicing them takes a lot of time. So, but the
and you'll
most
hear
time is the washing.
the juicer going. "Wow."
And I've killed many juicers, but mostly I've killed juicers doing beets. Beets,
Beets are a whole different.
yeah. So
Oh, incredible. When
We
you
don't-
cook them,
we don't
they're
juice
fairly
them
soft. But before they go through the cooking process,
anyway, so yeah, I'd recommend most of these, not the bottom of stuff though.
someone's